Shout out to the Nashville Predators. Put on some Blake Shelton. 9 years. Sangria is 9 years. 9.5, 10 years old. It's crazy. Congratulations to the Predators on their Game 2 thrashing of the Canucks. Demko out. Demko out was a big loss for the Canucks. So no surprise that it was way more tougher to play. Nashville basically won the first game. They were leading for most of it. And they took game 2. And they're going back to Nashville. It tastes like sangria. For game 3. What a great song. That's a great song. What's going on, sick fam? 2 minutes in. Let's go. Kind of been rushing around doing stuff. Tesla recalled all the Cybertrucks. Wow. That's big. My buddy Adam, he was on the wait list for 5 years. And they recalled it over acceleration issues. Wowza. Lips taste like sangria. Lips taste like sangria. My nose still hurts. If I didn't have those, I wouldn't be able to function. All right, guys. So, we've got a lot to talk about today. It is April 23rd, 2024. We had 4 games in the NHL, 4 or 5 games in the NBA, 1 game in the EPL. Arsenal just destroyed Chelsea. What place is Chelsea in? What place is Chelsea in? Are they in the top 10? Are they in the top 10? Yeah, they're just in top 9. Wow. Chelsea. Arsenal's top, 3 points ahead of Liverpool, 4 against Man City. But those 2 teams. Well, Liverpool has 1 game in hand, and Man City has 2 games in hand. So technically, Man City's in first because those 2 wins will be added soon. But yeah, for the time being, Arsenal's in first. They have 4 more games left to play. And let's see if they choke it this time. All right, we'll get to that later. But big news starting up first is the NHL. The Rangers versus Capitals. Wow, that was a good game. I don't think I want to watch the highlights because we want to watch the Jets highlights and we want to watch the Canucks highlights. So we'll just go through the Google stats. So it was in New York, second game. New York ended up winning 4-3. I think they were losing for a bit part of the game. Never mind. They never were losing. They had a lead in the first, end of the second. And yeah, Washington scored in the third. So yeah, my prediction was right. I went for the Rangers. Capitals. The goal scorers were Wilson, McMichael, and Strome. Carlson, LaPierre, Pacioretty, and Tom Wilson, who also got a goal, all got the assists. Wilson finished with the most points, and Connor McMichael finished with the most shots on goal for the Washington Capitals. Lindgren had 23 saves on 27 shots, 0.852 per percentage. Going over to the New York Rangers, Gustafson finished with 2 assists and 2 points. Lafreniere finished with 2 assists. Trocheck, Zimbabwe, Keandre Miller, and Roslovic finished with a goal each. Chris Kreider got an assist, as long with the 2 of the previous that I mentioned. The most shots was the Zibanejad on the Rangers, and Miller's close second with 5. Igor Shesterkin finished with 22 saves on 25 shots, 0.88 save percentage. as I just prefaced, Rangers finished the first period with a 2-1 lead. Then they took into the third with a 4-2 lead. And then Capitals scored one in the third. And they could not get an equalizer. It was at the Madison Square Garden. And they play the next game in Washington, in the D.C. on Friday. Oh, wow, they got an extra day rest. Interesting. All right, on to the next one. It was the Lightning versus Panthers. I thought I got this one right, too. The Panthers came back, and they won it in OT. Scratch that. Tampa Bay were down 2-0, but they came back in the second. And then they went to OT. No goal scored in the third. And Panthers won it in OT. For the Lightning, the losing team, Victor Hedman had 2 assists. He finished with 2 points. Anthony Duclair and Kucherov also finished with an assist. And Braden Point and Steven Stamkos got the goals for the Lightning. Anthony Duclair finished the game with the most shots for the Lightning with 4. Andrei Vasilevsky finished the game with 34 saves on 37 shots with a 0.919 save percentage. And this was taking place at the Amaret Bank Arena in Florida. Over to Florida. Sam Bennett finished with 2 points. Same with Tkachuk. And I can never say his name. Carter Verhaeghe. Yeah, finished with 2 points as well. And Carter had the most shots with 6 for the Panthers. Sam got a goal. Verhaeghe got a goal. And Tarasenko got a goal. Verhaeghe, I took down notes for Verhaeghe because I saw the highlights briefly on Sportsnet. He has now 5 overtime winners in the playoffs, which is tied for like top 5 overall. Joe Sakic leads the way with 8 overtime playoff goals winners. And Florida has won 11 straight OT wins. That's a great stat to have. 11. That's a big number. Double digits. They're going to have that record for a long time. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, former Canuck, worst trade of all time. Finished with 1 point with 1 assist. Lundell had an assist. And as I said, Matthew Tkachuk had 2 assists, 4 shots on goal. Verhaeghe had the most shots, 6. And Sergei Bobrovsky, had 21 saves on 20 shots, 0.913 save percentage. And that is all. Florida takes the series 2-0, and they're heading to Tampa Bay. So it's Florida versus Florida, right? Tampa Bay is in Florida. So, sorry, what am I even saying, bro? It's in Miami. No, I'm right. I'm so tired. What am I even saying at this point? Just disregard the last 10 seconds. All right, on to the Jets. The game finished 5-2 for the Avalanche. Colorado tied the series 1-1. We're going to watch the highlights. Sangria. Your lips taste like sangria. I was in the mall today and some older gentleman was wearing a New York Islanders jersey, and on the back it said like a 90s dynasty or something, or 60s dynasty. I'm not sure what it said. But I was just like booing him because I felt so bad for him because they're down 2-0 against Carolina, against the Kings. But yeah, Winnipeg Jets, 10 minutes highlights. Sportsnet. All right. Let's put this on. I'm going to put the TV lower. Sorry, guys. Oh, it's hot.
Pumping again here tonight to start game 2. Let's
see my salad.
Teams handle the energy here at Canada Life Center. Takes the opening.
We're at Canada Life Center in Winnipeg. 3 minutes into the first period. Ooh. We got anybody in chat? 1 second. Anybody in chat? Yeah, we got someone in chat. Mohammed Al Madi. Who you got for Champions League? Mo Sneaker. Oh, thanks, Mo. Thanks for coming in here. Appreciate it, bro. I'm gonna get this fucker in a bit, but for Champions League, what is it? Isn't it like a final 8 now, or is it semifinals? Semifinals, right? First leg is April 30th. Oh, it's next week. Next Tuesday. Bayern versus Real Madrid and Dortmund versus PSG. Bayern versus Real Madrid. That's a tough game, but Bayern looked a little shaky against Arsenal. I'm going for Madrid on that one, especially when Bellingham's just tearing it up. And PSG Dortmund, that's more close. That's a tough one. I'm gonna do a preview later in the week, but I got PSG. I'm thinking it's gonna be Real Madrid PSG final. So there you go, Mo. That's my early prediction. I got to do some more analysis on that, but yeah, Real Madrid, Bayern. There's 2 legs, eh? Why are they still doing 2 legs? It's so dumb. Semifinals should just be 1 leg. Finals is 1 leg. That's crazy. Next week. June 1st is the final. Where is it? Where is it being hosted? Wembley. Oh, it's in England. That sucks that none of the English teams made it. That's stupid. Oh, I guess there's going to be a lot of tourists in England and London for that game. But yeah. Thanks, Mo, for stopping in here. Appreciate it. I want to give you a message on Instagram. Thanks, Mo. All right. So back to the highlights. We're 4 minutes in, 3.5, sorry, into the Colorado Winnipeg highlights. And Winnipeg scored, so I paused it right before the goal. So Jets took an early lead.
And Lowry lower the boom, and then Howell that keep the puck alive, and it's I follow who's in front of the net.
Scored the first goal.
Morrissey's goal in game 1, it was Velarde in front of the net. If you don't clear guys out from the front of your net, your goaltender can't get an eye on it, which creates a rebound. And when there was a rebound, Juulsen was there. You can see how upset their bench was, Mark, when that goal went in. The frustration on the Avs bench.
Dylan and Pinot with the assist. I heard that from the analysis people on Sportsnet that Hellebuck has not been sharp enough in goal for the Jets.
Piot lays this saucer right down the ice to Toffoli, who's down at the far blue line because he's backing out the D.
He has not had a good 2 games in the postseason. Shifley broke his stick 10 minutes in. Oh, Winnipeg's on the power play. So it's basically 4-4. Is it Sean Monahan? Yeah, Sean Monahan. How old is he now? 29. Oh, he's hitting 30 in October. The big 3-0 for Sean Monahan. 11th member of 2020 Stanley Cup. What was that stat? Sorry? What was that stat? What is Sportsnet putting up on? 11 member of 2022 Stanley Cup team still on roster. Oh, okay, 11 members. Why'd they put 11 member? Who's the editor for Sportsnet? So Colorado Avalanche still have 11 players from the 2022 Stanley Cup team still on the roster. Roster meaning on the roster doesn't mean they're playing today. It does not mean that they're in the squad. They could be healthy scratched or injured, right? So.
That may not skate backwards as well, especially with McKinnon's speed.
Ooh, what a save from Hellebuck. All I remember from Hellebuck is that he was like one of the first pick for goalkeepers. Is that what they call it? Goalkeepers? Goaltenders in the All-Star game. Is that Jonathan Taves?
In this first period, he's been pretty good here. Uptight, he gets the stick and glove on it, then he clears it himself.
Devin Taves. Is that his sibling or something? I don't know. Is Jonathan Taves retired? We're in the second period now. Winnipeg still leading 1-0.
You just look at the definition of it. I mean, he drives at you so hard.
He is an unrestricted free agent.
He wants to scare you and back you off, and then you give him the space. Scores! Miles Wood, right.
Canucks should pick him up for goodness sake. That would have been a good acquisition before the playoffs. Avalanche score 2 minutes into the second period.
Talked about them, John, and we talked about it as well. Faceoffs are so important, and if you don't
They won the faceoff and scored right after.
give the other team the
Whoa, quick one. Wood.
You look at all the shots and all the
Chris Wood?
Hellebuyck has made thus far. This one is on the ice.
Joanne Wood?
Around, right through the 5-hole.
You know who those people are? Your OGs. I just means you're soccer fans and UFC fans. What a goal! Shifley with the goal. Winnipeg lead 2-1.
Tries to go straight upstairs. He makes the save. And then coming down the other way. Dumps it in. Off the glass, and Walker goes to get it. Walker, long feet ahead. Kimiranta down the wing with it. Well, Kimiranta with a shot. Stopped by Hellebuyck. Rebound. Hellebuyck down. It's coming.
Whoa, what a blocking save. Wow, Colorado should have scored there. Hits the post. Oh, if they would have scored that goal, the game would have went way differently. Winnipeg hit the post. With 7 minutes left in the second period.
Right here, hits the far post. Velarde and Shifley can't get to it. Georgiev with another left leg save. Nathan McKinnon hits it up off the boards and brings it in.
McKinnon passes it. Oh, Makar.
Makar's shot.
With tip.
With Arturi Lehkonen in front, and Lehkonen, I believe, got a piece of that one to tip it in, and the Avalanche have tied it at 2. And watch what happens. They get it up to McKinnon. He jams the brakes on, gives it to Taves, who drops it to Makar, and there's that snapshot.
The salad is really soggy, and I had it prepared. I never ate it.
Lehkonen and Nikushkin have been around Hellebuyck through the first 2 games. Makar, the center for Cogliano.
What is Hellebuyck doing? Hellebuyck is very off his game right now. That was bad. He was playing it behind his net and he lost control of it. Tried to flick it out, but that's not good.
Just coming around. That's just a great play by Trenton. And then Cogliano, maybe he's thinking about coming out and trying to jam it, but instead he sees Parisi out there. What a great play by Trenton. And Cogliano. Here comes Morrissey with it.
4-4. 5 seconds left in the period.
Stops. Now down on his backside, trying to play the puck for Lehkonen around. Out of the box with Velarde and Manson. Manson's got a breakaway. He's in.
Oh my goodness.
Josh Manson out of the box.
Just before the period ended. Breakaway for Colorado and they score. Was he right out of the box?
Stay with your guy. Ehlers loses his footing. He falls down. At this point, they're coming out of the penalty box.
Yeah.
The bench is yelling to stay with him. And McKinnon sees he's got a step on him. The referee is kind of in the way.
Oh.
I'm not sure if he blocks Velarde or not. But Manson gets a chance to get away, get his head up, break down Main Street.
Let's check his audio.
Get his head up, break down Main Street. All right, Scott, here we go.
Oh, that was good. All right, we're into the third period. Winnipeg win the faceoff. 4-2 Colorado. Oh, we got another comment. 1 second. Thank you for Ice. Thank you, Ice, for. Do you think the Canucks will get past the first round with no Demko? It's gonna be closer. Let's be real. They're going to Nashville now. But Canucks did beat Nashville in all 3 or 2 games that they played them this season. But that was like back in 2023. They played them like in December and November. So, and that means they won a game in Nashville already. But I think they had Demko. So, depends on if Demko's back or not. I would say yes. They should have like scored more goals today. Defensive errors. Juulsen had a poor game. I'll get to it. Juulsen had a poor game. He came in for Myers, who was injured. They should have brought Friedman from wherever he's playing. I don't know where Friedman is, but not the commentator and the analysis guy and the news reporter. Not to think his nephew, the Friedman that plays. I think even the old guy that's in the like reporting, he could probably do a better job than Juulsen today. Juulsen gave away 2 penalties. He was shit on when they conceded a goal. Juulsen just who put that guy in the lineup? And why was Giuseppe playing today? Was he playing? Was he on the roster today? Let's double check because he was a ghost. Was he on the roster today? Yep. Okay, he got an assist. All right, maybe I wasn't watching the game. He got an assist and a point, but still. That was like literally an assist from a goal from Nikita Zadorov, which was like from the point. So probably like, oh, just a little pass here. But yeah, Ice, XYZ, Canucks, yeah, they should go through the next round. I think maybe Demko's back. I think I read an article saying that he might be out for the entire series, which is not good news. So I have faith. With Demko out, it's closer. With Demko for sure in, yeah, they're through 100%. But yeah, thank you for the question. I'm going to get back to the highlights. This game's almost over here. Makar almost scored. Oh, McKinnon from the point.
They bring a couple off the goal post, one off the right one by Makar.
Oh, it hit the post. Hamilton on a half breakaway. What a save. Who's the goalie for Colorado? Georgiev. Yeah. Great save. And they went to commercial break. 5 minutes left in the game. It's still 4-2 Colorado. They have 31 shots. Went up to Winnipeg's 28. Georgiev with another great save. Wow. Apparently Pettersson was really bad today. Like I was watching the game, but I wasn't really focused on the game. Like I was busy doing stuff, and I can see that. He wasn't on the score sheet. How many shots did he have? He had 0 shots on goal. Yep, you're right. Casey DeSmith had a 0.8 save percentage. I want to see Elias Pettersson's stats for faceoffs. I wish Google had more stats on here. I don't want to go to the NHL website. That website's so congested. They need to fix that. The interface on there is so bad. So yeah, Ice XYZ. Yeah, I agree that he was pretty bad today. Like I'm gonna look through the roster quickly while we're on the Canucks topic, and I'll tell you who was the best player today. I thought that Joshua should have scored again. Quinn Hughes needed to fix his skates. JT Miller had a good game. 3 shots on goal. I think JT Miller had a great game trying to boost the team up. Lindholm was a ghost. Mikheyev was a ghost. Susie was poor. Suter had a great chance in the first as well. Garland was a ghost. Hronek was bad again. Hronek has had 2 bad games. Luger needs to go back on the third line. I'm not sure why. I haven't been like keeping up with the Canucks. I'm not sure why Luger was changed from the third line to the fourth line. Someone can tell me why that happened, because that was supposed to be the line. You know what I mean? Like it was Garland, Luger, and Joshua. I'm not sure why they changed that, but yeah. I think they need to put back the Lotto line. The Lotto line needs to come back for the third game. Watch Pettersson at the end of the first period and on the third Preds goal. Okay, I'll definitely look at that. Hopefully they have them in the highlights. Thanks for whoever liked the video. I appreciate it. I'll definitely look at that ice. I will definitely make sure I take note of his body language and his reaction and his positioning and stuff on those goals. But you can't. I understand like your perspective. You can't really blame one player. The whole team was very off tonight, and Casey DeSmith, like he literally didn't even save the first shot on goal. So that's not a great start, especially when you've come in for a goalie that's been phenomenal. You got to save the first shot. I think the commentator jinxed it as well, which is kind of shit. Okay, let me finish these highlights. There's like 1 minute left in the highlights. Empty net for Winnipeg, and Nichushkin with a flick backhand, empty net goal. Nice. Cool. All right, let's review the stats. The game's over. They lost 5-2 Winnipeg. So in that series, it's tied 1-1. Avalanche. So Lehkonen finished with 2 points, as long with Kyle Makar. But Lehkonen had 4 shots to Makar's 2 on goal. Lehkonen had 1 goal and 1 assist. Makar had 2 assists. Cogliano, Colton, McKinnon had and Ratinen and Tays, not Jonathan Tays, Devin Tays, all had 1 assist. And the other goal scorers for the Avalanche were John Manson, Nichushkin, who got the empty net goal, Zach Parise, and Miles Wood. Georgiev, who from the highlights had a great game, 28 saves on 30 shots, 0.933 save percentage. To the Winnipeg Jets. To the opposite side, Connor Hellebuck had a horrible game. He gave away a goal, 27 saves on 31 shots, 0.871 save percentage. Kyle Connor, Brendan Dillon, Neil Pionk, and Gabriel Velarde all finished with 1 assist. I apologize if I butchered some names. Gustafsson scored the goal, and Mark Scheifele scored the lone 2 goals for the Winnipeg Jets. And Sean Monahan and Nicole Elders were tied for the most shots on goal with 4 each. Quick recap. It's tied 1-1. It is now going to Colorado for the next 2 games. Colorado scored 4 goals in the second period. Not a good look for Winnipeg. They blew it. They severely blew it. And yeah, I think Winnipeg still has the series, but it's a very close matchup for sure. So yeah, that's enough for the Avalanche and the Jets. We are going to now move on to the Vancouver Canucks, which we were just talking about. And we're going to flip on the highlights. The final score was 4-1 Predators. Your lips taste like sangria. Gonna put that for my outro for the live streams. Just Blake Shelton. All right, 10 minutes highlights. First period.
Get the siren going. You saw his son Riker at center ice with the flag.
Yeah, that was cool. Ryan Kessler was doing the thing at the start of the game, the noise maker thingy, and his son was holding the flag, I think, at the start of the game. Riker Kessler. Riker and Ryan. What father-son duo here? The Smith didn't really start the game properly. He literally fumbled it behind the net to start, literally 10 seconds in. Great. Wonderful. The lines were JT Miller, Suter, and Besser. Obviously, I guess they missed the first line, which was Pettersson, Mikheyev, and Lafferty. Third line was Dakota Joshua, Garland, and Lindholm. So Lindholm is a center on the third line. Someone tell me why. They need to put the Lotto line back together, put Lindholm, second line center, and there you go. Put Luger back on the third line, and go find another center somewhere. Put Hughes to center. Who cares? And put Hughes to center, and get Myers back. Hopefully he's not injured anymore. And then put Friedman in there. Yeah, first shot on goal, conceded. I saw that goal. Forsberg.
for the Predators.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Now, make sure to watch the end of the first period and third Preds goal, and let me know your thoughts. Okay. End of the first period.
And then he races from the boards and gets his
The thing is, I don't even know if the highlights will show it. What is specifically about the end of the first period? Because I don't think, will the highlights show it? Was it a goal or something? Because I was watching the game. I was watching the first period. For Pettersson, right? Sells the easiest goal. Okay, I'll have a look. Oh my. What a save on Suter. That was the one I was talking about. Soros had a phenomenal game. Wow. 8 minutes left in the first period. Ice, were you at the game or are you watching it on TV? Power play for Nashville. They didn't score. I know a stat. Nashville was 0 for 4 on power play. Same with the Canucks, 0 for 4. Okay, we're 2 minutes left. 1 second left. Sells the easiest goal. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Literally with like 1 second left. That was the one-timer. Was it a wrist shot? Wrist shot. Oh, yeah, now it makes sense. Yeah, he hit the side of the net. I've never played hockey. I'm a shitty skater. I'm a left shot like him, but I'm not here to judge. But are you a hockey player? Because I can't speak for if that's an easy goal or not. Let's watch it one more time. Oh, I know what you mean. Like the goalie was way out of position, so it's an empty net pretty much, is what you're saying. So yeah, he should have scored that. That's right. They run the power play too. Just casual, watch this clip. Just copy and paste that. I don't think I'm not sure the settings on this. Did you post a clip? I don't think there's clips allowed in here. Maybe do you have me on Instagram? Just DM me the clip on Instagram. Because I don't see the clip. Just copy and paste that. It's a link. I don't see the link, bro. It's not in here. You DM me? Well, we're gonna start on the second period. But yeah, DM me that link on Instagram. It doesn't pop up in here. I think YouTube doesn't let links be sent. You might see it on your end, but I don't see it on my end. Because yeah, it makes sense. Because like when people have bigger streams, people put links in there, and then like people get like viruses and stuff. They don't let you do links on YouTube. Second period starts. Canucks started on a power play. Miller won it. Trevor Hansen here at Prula. They're back in Miller. Walks the line. Pettersson takes his pass. Miller, top of the slot. Here's Hughes. I'm watching this so attentively, but I already know that they don't even score on a power play. All right, 3 minutes in. We're having Instagram. All right, yeah, I'll search that. Wait, if you don't have Instagram, how the heck did you find me? You just popped up on my stream. Nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, I see it right here. 8-second clip. Oh, Eagle, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, great link. I see it. Oh my goodness. People that were sitting on that side were probably like, oh my. On the broadcast, you can't see how much of a miss that was. Dave Thomason said the goalkeeper's not even in the net. Yeah, thanks for that. I got it. Great. Yeah, it makes sense now. Cool. I'm actually curious, Ice. How did you find me? Are you from Twitter or just randomly popped up on your feed? I'm interested to know. But yeah, thank you for that. That actually was a great view of how bad that miss was. So yeah, thank you for that. YouTube recommended. Yo, that's sick, bro. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Ice. Yeah, I have an Instagram, TikTok. I don't really use a TikTok. I do some clips, but I don't want to be known as a TikToker. And I do YouTube live streams almost every night. And I'm doing videos, vlogs, pranks. So thanks for stopping by, bro. Yeah, awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to be watching the highlights for this. And then I'll be watching some NBA stuff, looking at scores. Because I met some people today at the mall, and they're like, oh, do some basketball stuff. So I'm like, okay, I'll do some basketball. It is the playoffs, so I'm kind of like a bandwagoner. Raptors aren't even in it, right? They didn't make the playoffs. So it's like, what's the point? So, and then I'm going to do some soccer news. Oh, soccer's before that, actually. Doing soccer before basketball, and then sneaker news. Some releases. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Thank you for stopping by. You can, watch my other videos. I've got other streams. Very rookie at this. I just started the YouTube like not even a month ago, so I appreciate your support, Ice. My name is Mario, but when I do pranks, my name is Luigi. So I have a... Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's not good. I lost my Mario chain. Oh, crap. Did I leave it at the mall? Uh-oh. It's all good. It's all good. I guess I'll go find it in my car or at the mall. Who would steal a Mario? It's like a Super Mario. Yeah, it broke off here. What the heck? It's like right here. That's sucky. It is what it is. All right, let's flip this back on. We're still in the second period. 1-0 Nashville. They're on the power play. We already know they don't score, so I don't have to watch this. O'Reilly missed a blatant shot.
Miller against McCarron after the ice. And Michael McCarron wins the draw. Miller dropped his stick. He retrieves it as Smith brings the puck ahead.
Oh! What a huge hit.
Stayed on side as he tried to take that pass. He's checked by Roman Yoshi, who sends the puck to center right onto the...
Roman Yoshi had a good game. A Nashville players, a bunch of them had a great game, especially the goalie.
But he got his right hand to stop the rebound attempt by Forsberg. Philip Forsberg, who had 48 in the regular year, but he couldn't get that one home.
Forsberg had a good game. 14 minutes left in the second period. Full strength. Nashville have 8 shots. Rant has 5. That was a nice goal. I'm not sure what Juulsen was doing there, but if anybody plays hockey and will let me know what the Juulsen was doing, please let me know. Because I have no idea what he's doing. You know? Susie was trying to defend the sweaty goal. But what the fuck is Juulsen doing? Please tell me. The guy should be fucking healthy scratched. Him and Giuseppe. Just take them out. Play with a less man. Honestly. Put the backup goalkeeper in for them. He can do a better job. Hughes that was a good tip from Miller. What a save from Soros. Who was that? Pettersson. Oh, Pettersson gave is that what you were saying the other thing? Third period goal. No, this is second period. This is another thing, bro. Pettersson gave the puck away. They score. Pettersson had a horrible game, and you were right about that. That you heard that he had a horrible game. Look at this. Who is that guy? Who is that defender? Hughes. Who's Hronek? Hronek. And Pettersson literally. I can't do this. I can't. The most hilarious thing is I saw so many people on my Instagram go to this game, and then the Canucks got creamed, which is just hilarious. All the bandwagoners just go to the game. waste their money on tickets. I'm gonna watch it at my home and watch the Canucks lose at home. So I'm gonna go watch it in the $15 tickets, the away game. On is they playing on Thursday or Friday? They're playing on Friday too. All right, I guess the teams get one extra day break. So yeah, we're still in the second period. 9.5 minutes left.
Saros came out to challenge to make the save. Juulsen.
Yeah, that was the goal. He also crashed into the goalie on the rebound. Yeah. He just wants to injure everybody. Just injure all the goalkeepers so Canucks can bring the Abbotsford goalie in. Oh, here's the assist. Cole Zadorov. I love it how the commentators say, and the big Zadorov. But literally, when Myers is in the squad, he's taller, way taller. Is it just because he's like a skinny toothpick? Is that why he doesn't say big, tall Zadorov? Big, tall Myers?
They don't get in the shooting lane there. Hard snapshot, low blocker. Traffic in front. Saros can't see the release. It's behind him. On the Nikita Zadorov goal. 3.5 to go in the second. Here comes Teddy Bluger. There's the weak one in on Saros. It steers back to the side.
Bring back Bluger on the third line. Bring the Lotto line back. Change it up. Lindholm on center on the second line. Good save from the Smith. Power play for the Canucks. They come close here too. I remember that. Slot pass from Miller. Yeah, they hit the post. That's correct. They hit the post. I remember that.
Here's a shot towards the front of the net. Off bodies and that blocker side post.
They would have scored that.
Carrier.
Way different game.
I think Saros in the end made a save.
Right, yeah, he made what a good save. Saros had a wonderful game. Goalkeepers make the difference. Sorry, goaltenders. Soccer-minded here. Big hit.
Sliding back into position was UC Saros. Canucks trying to dig it out from beneath his right leg, and hopefully it does.
We're into the third period now. 3-1 Nashville. 12-12 shots. It's kind of hot in this place here. What's going on? Pettersson just got robbed by Saros. Oh, that was McCabe. These commentators got me all wrong here. Come on, guys. Because we know Pettersson had a horrible game. That wouldn't have been Pettersson.
Goal scorer, this one starts picking up speed through center. Nikita Zadorov in a long quick. First shot, knocked away by UC Saros.
Joshua, that was the chance. Oh my gosh, he would have had 3 goals in 2 games.
Joshua could not negotiate the puck in. Backhand just loses it for a moment, goes off his skate, goes off the post, and then he's hooked.
He was getting pulled and dragged, and so I don't blame him, but that was a wonderful chance. 32 block shots for Nashville. Put their body on the line. Besser got robbed. Oh, they did. Was that power play? They did play the Lotto line later in the game. They're going to start the next game with that. Or was that a power play? Oh, it was a power play. I think. Now it's going to be on my mind. I got to see. Was it a power play? No, it was full strength. They were playing the Lotto line to end the game. Now we know Talkett's mine.
The left pad, larceny there, and Besser can't get to that rebound. Despite that power play, Predators still without a shot here in the third.
I guess, like, I don't know the Canucks that well, but I guess the Lotto line is just very lack of defensive qualities on that line. So that's why he's playing at the end of the game, because they need a goal. But is that the major negative of why they don't play the Lotto line? Because of the defensive capabilities? Especially if they have Hughes on that line, because Hughes is very offensive too. And Hronek's not having a good couple games. He's not playing very well, Hronek. Mid-season, I was like, wow, Hronek was a good acquisition. Like, he's been playing really good. And now we see why he was traded by... Who did he play for before? Red Wings? Hronek. One second. Yeah, Red Wings. He's 26. Dude, the guy looks way older. What the hell? He's 1 year older than me? Did I see Bobrovsky Save? Bobrovsky Save. Is that for Panthers? I didn't watch the highlights, but let me... Bobrovsky. I was watching the tail end of the game, but let's see. I'll search it up. Oh, I didn't see this. Let's see. Let's watch it quickly. What a save. See, goaltenders make a difference. And then they ended up winning the game. What a save with his left arm. Wow, his up hand. No look save. Yo, thanks, man. Thank you, Ice, with all the save of the year. I was thinking like that's gonna be on like a calendar. That's gonna be iconic. Holy moly. And they ended up winning that game. Crazy for Florida. Wow. That was in the second period too. Cool. Thank you for that. Sherwood scored in the empty net, and they lost. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, if you guys haven't seen that save from Bobrovsky, definitely go look it up. Just type in Bobrovsky save. So we're going to just review the stats from the game. So Nashville won 4-1. Series is tied 1-1. It is now heading to Nashville for the next two games. And speaking of former Canucks, Anthony Beauvillier had a stellar game. He opened the scoring. He finished with 2 points, 1 assist as well, 4 shots on goal. He was the highest shot getter for Nashville. Philip Forsberg had 1 goal and 1 assist. Nyquist had 1 assist. Zucker had 1 assist. And Sissons and Sherwood, as I just said for the empty net, got goals. Soros, he only faced 18 shots and he saved 17 of them. He had a great game. Canucks, Ian Cole finished with an assist. And Giuseppe, even though I am yelling for him to be healthy scratched, he did get an assist. He was the second pass from before Cole to Zadorov. But Zadorov, come on, like that was like literally individual shot. Those guys don't even get any credit for the assist, let's be real. Theodore Bluger. Titty. Highest shot. Okay, guys. Actually, no, I can't say it because there was a tie. But so Miller and Hughes were tied for the most shots on goal. Casey DeSmith had a 800 save percentage. And yeah, that's all because there's only 1 goal. Man of the match for the Canucks was... It's hard to even look. It's hard to figure out who was the man of the match. You could say it was the goal scorer, or you could say it was JT F. Miller. He had a good game, all things considered. Joshua missed a great chance. Suter missed a great chance. Juulsen had a nightmare. Casey DeSmith had a huge nightmare of a game. Ian Cole was pretty good. And Pettersson had a he gets the man of the match award for the worst performance for that game. Next game, as I said, is on Friday, and good luck. On to soccer. Or let me just check the chat one more time. Yeah, it's Save of the Year candidate. Yeah, for sure, Ice. That was Save of the playoffs for sure. And we're only like in the first round. All right, soccer stuff. My fantasy team. I just look at everybody else's fantasy team and I'm like, they all free hitted. And I'm like, my team is absolute trash compared to all these players. You guys won't even believe how serious these people take it this game in England. It's crazy. I have 36 points. 2 clean sheets from Gabriel. Salah with the blank because he got subbed on. Saka with 9 points. Luis Diaz, 2 points with 1 game remaining. Haaland is yellow flagged. They play, what, tomorrow? When do they play? Yeah, they play tomorrow. Watkins scored in a goal and got an assist, finished with 9 points. Rice is on my bench. He should be coming in for Palmer, who didn't even play. Gusto didn't play. Rice has 11 points sitting on my bench, but he's getting subbed in. That'll soften the blow. But I got people in my fantasy leagues that have close to 100 points, over 100 points. And I took a -4. It's not looking good for me. Looking horrible for me. But all right, gotta kick it. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it, Ice. Thanks for stopping by. We're 52 minutes in, and we're just touching on soccer. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a long stream. Oh no, thank you so much, Ice. Maybe I'll push the sneaker news to tomorrow's stream. It's not a huge rush for that. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. I'll probably be on the same time tomorrow. So if it's too early for you, I can maybe go a little earlier if you want to come and chat. Very dead in here. As you can see, you're the only one typing it here, but I appreciate that. I also shout out to Mo earlier in the chat for the conversation. Have a great night. Appreciate your support. Thanks for the like on the stream. Pretty sure that was you, Ice. Thank you. And yeah, thanks for all the tips and the videos and links and stuff. That was really good. You helped the stream for sure. Who knows? You're consistent. You'll be a mod in this chat sooner rather than later. Gonna need mods. So, all right. Yeah. Have a good night. Take care. And follow my Instagram if you do end up getting Instagram, bro. I got content all on there. Less so TikTok. It's the Sheesh Bros on Instagram. I'm doing a giveaway as well for a free pair of shoes. Yeezy slides. When I hit 500 subs on YouTube, I'm going to pick 1 or 2 winners randomly on the Instagram post. So maybe create a burner account and enter. So you can maybe win a chance for a free pair of shoes. You can either wear them or sell them. The thing is, actually, for the winner, I'm either going to give them the shoes that they want, like the size they need, or I'm going to give them like cash value of what the shoe is worth. Because most likely I won't have the winner's size, right? So. All right. Saves me the hassle, right? If they don't even want to wear the shoe, I can just give them cash. Saves me the hassle finding it, and they can get cash for it. All right. Yeah, so my fantasy team is doing pretty poorly. Arsenal creamed Chelsea 5-0 today. We're going to watch the highlights. I'm too close to the TV. I'm going to have one of any glasses. 5 minutes, Fubu with the short highlights. They don't really care. Let's have a prayer. Let's hope the Fubu highlights are in the correct order, and they're not going to spoil any goals. They're going to have the third goal in the last and the fifth goal, first goal. Fubu is just, oh my God. So the lineup for Arsenal was Raya in goal. Can't believe Ramsdale's just sitting on the bench. White, right back. Tomiyasu, left back. Gabriel and Saliba pairing in the middle. Partey, defensive, with Odegaard and Rice. Saka, Havertz, and Trossard up front. Gabriel Jesus is on the bench. Jorginho's on the bench. Zinchenko is nailed to the bench, and Martinelli, I guess, was rested.
Gabriel Martinelli and Gabriel Jesus. Do they need to rely on Arsenal being a degree or two under as well?
4 minutes in. Rice has it. Rice has it. Gives it to Trossard, and Trossard scores. Arsenal take the early lead 5 minutes in.
Trossard.
Now we're 20 minutes in. Rice has it again. Rice in your shot. Close. I transferred Rice into my fantasy team 1 game ago, and he's already returned.
Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson has it. Oh, almost an own goal.
It's a great run, that.
Rice has it. Everything goes through Rice, man. Holy moly.
Odegaard.
Odegaard to Havertz. Havertz to Saka. Saved by who's in that? Petrovic?
And that chance is denied by Petrovic.
Yeah.
Lunging to his left. Arsenal still have it with Saka.
Saka has it on the wing. Crosses in.
Trossard.
Trossard shoots. Saved by Petrovic again. Wow.
It's back to Noni Madueke. It's right across. Here's Cucurella.
Cucurella with a shot blocked by Ben White. Ben White had a stellar game.
Goals in the Premier League, 12 in their last 3 Premier League games.
Rice is everywhere, man.
And now it's Jackson. What's a ball in that is? Well, Arsenal got the perfect start to go inside 5 minutes.
And the first half, Arsenal's leading 1-0.
Could have scored a number more. Having said that, Chelsea have threatened only sporadically.
Counter attack, Rice tackles.
Rice has the chance.
Rice with the shot.
Chelsea.
Wow, Rice is just everywhere. Like he is like the number 6. Just Odegaard to Hazard, and Havertz misses.
What's a great ball that is for Martin.
It's buzzing in there. Holy moly.
Odegaard. Saka. Declan Rice.
Declan Rice.
And it came out for Ben White.
Ben White got it. Did Rice get the assist for that? Yeah. Rice wins with 2 assists. Odegaard to Havertz. Nice goal for Havertz. Against his former team. That's funny. Madueke to Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson.
Oh, I have a headache. Nicholas Jackson just missed. Oh my god. They got rid of Havertz and they brought in Nicholas Jackson. Oh my god. Oh, I have a headache. What was that? This guy cares more about his hair design than shooting practice. Oh my gosh. Madueke was better just shooting himself. I was a striker. I know the pain, the pressure of scoring a goal like that. Hit the target. He hit the side netting. Chelsea. I can't. They're 3-0 at that point, 60th minute, and he just misses an absolute sitter. Havertz scores the second goal 4 minutes later. Just rub the salt in. Sterling with a free kick right into the gloves of Raya. 70-minute mark now. Saka to Odegaard. Chips it to Ben White. Ben White crosses it, and he scores.
For his second, everything is going Arsenal's way.
Gabriel Jesus to Rice, who's up front. It's like playing striker Rice. Rice hit the post. My fantasy team would have been so good. Well, it was offside anyways. Okay. Lessons the blow, but Rice had a phenomenal game. I'm not sure if like all the players were playing good or if of Chelsea just absolute garbage, right?
Wasn't too far away, was it?
Martinelli with outside of the boot. and just missed 90th minute. Zinchenko to Martinelli. Half breakaway.
The grand finale's on.
And he missed a sitter as well. Great save from Petrovic.
One last try at Arsenal. It's a mixture of defiance and delight.
Pochettino, man.
It's a
Oh my gosh.
win for the Gunners. And the statements go pretty impressive.
So quick stats. 27 shots for Arsenal, 10 on target. Guess how many shots on target Chelsea had? 1 from 7 shots. But they had more possession. They had 56% possession, and they had more passes too, Chelsea. Great job, Pochettino. Phenomenal. Passing accuracy was tied at 88%. They had less fouls, same amount of yellow cards, 0 offsides. I guess Nicholas Jackson has worked on his offside positioning, but he's not worked on his shooting. And corners, Arsenal doubled that of Chelsea with 4 against 2. Petrovic had 5 saves, that means, right? Because he conceded 5. So, craziness. Arsenal is now in first place with 2 more games played than Man City and 1 more played against Liverpool. If Liverpool win, they have a less advantageous goal difference, so Arsenal remains in first. Unless Liverpool win that game like a 13-0. 14-0, then they get pushed into first. But yeah. The next game for Liverpool is Everton, which is today, because it is now the next day. And the next game for Man City is tomorrow as well, / today, and they play Brighton. Brighton's not having a good season either, right? What position's Brighton in? They're just behind Chelsea. Oh. It's the Merseyside derby. Everton's home. Everton's just being close to being relegated. Right by Nottingham Forest and Brentford. They're like in an island. Like Brentford has 35 points and Nottingham Forest has 26, and Everton's right in the middle with 1 game in hand against those 2 teams as well. So let's go back to that Nottingham Forest tweet. We're going to pursue legal action against the Premier League and the Reffing Association for this abomination. Pretty much the sum of the tweet. Chill out, guys. Chill out. I gotta go to the washroom, but let's just finish up this stream. So tomorrow, Wolves against Bournemouth. Wolves are home, taking Wolves in that game. Crystal Palace against Newcastle. I'm taking Newcastle in that game. Crystal Palace is home, though. It's in London. It's United versus Sheffield United. I hope that they would win. And it's the Merseyside derby, Everton versus Liverpool. You can never predict what's going to happen, but Liverpool should win. And then the day is ended. Actually, the games are all played at 12 except for the Wolves game, but they're all played at 12, and it's Brighton versus Man City. Brighton's home. Man City should win that. Let's see the news for the Man City. Let's see, is Haaland going to play or what? Haaland, a doubt. Okay, he's a doubt. The predicted lineup for Man City is Walker, Diaz, Stones, Guardiola, Rodri, Kovacic, Doku, De Bruyne, Grealish, and Alvarez up front. So I guess that's okay because like everybody has Haaland, so it just matters who your subs are. I have Van Heck and Estupiñán on the bench other than Rice. Rice is already coming in. I'd prefer if Haaland plays because I got nobody else coming in, but it is what it is. Everybody owns him, so it doesn't even matter. Actually, no, everybody did not own him. He's only 66% owned, so wow. That must have dropped a little bit since his injury. So my game week rank is 7 million. That's so bad. Minus 4 points for an extra transfer. All right, soccer's done. To basketball. It's my first time talking about basketball. I'm a Definitely a bandwagoner. What's your channel's name? I'll get to that later. So there was games. It's yesterday because now we're on the next day. Mavs beat the Clippers. So didn't what's his name sell a stake in the Mavericks? And then NBA last week, which was in January, the Board of Governors have approved the sale of the controlling interest in the Dallas Mavericks from Mark Cuban to the families of Dr. William Adelson. And yeah, so Mark Cuban sold his stake in the Mavs. That is correct. Mavs beat Clippers. They're tied 1-1 now. The Pacers beat the Bucks. It's tied 1-1 now. Timberwolves, Minnesota, beat the Phoenix Suns to nothing lead. And yeah, those are the three games that were played. So Timberwolves won 105 to 93. Pacers won 125 to 108, and Mavs won 96 to 93, which is way low scoring compared to the other two. Let's go through them all. So the Mavs, 18 points from PJ Washington. Luka Doncic had 32, and Kyrie Irving had 23. Interesting. Derek Jones Jr. also had 10 points. Paul George finished with 22, along with James Harden. We're tied for the most for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's on the Clippers too. And Ibaka Zubac had 13. Kawhi had 15. I saw someone wearing the Leonard shoes today. That was sick. Those were actually so nice in person. I want those shoes. The Jordan 1, Kawhi, is what's it called? The hand of the pass the torch ones. Yeah, I don't know if they were real. I was unsure if those were real, but they look really nice. So yeah, so they lost. Clippers lost by 3 points at the Crypto.com arena. Going over to the Pacers and Bucks. Pascal Siakam, the former Toronto, I was going to say the Toronto Maple Leaf, but yeah, former Toronto Raptor, 37 points. Wow, he had a killer game. 22 for Turner, 20 for Nembhard, Haberton, 12, and Nesmith had 11. This was in Milwaukee, right? Yeah. Speaking of Milwaukee, highest point getter was Damian Lillard with 34. Brook Lopez, 22. Portis Jr. with 14, and Middleton with 15. They lost 125 to 108. The Pacers had 18 personal fouls compared to the 13 from the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, on to the last game, which was played first today. It was the Phoenix Suns versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves took it. Kevin Durant with 18 for the Suns. Devin Booker had 20. Eric Gordon 15. Bradley Beal with 14. And Joseph Nurkic with 10. This was at Target Center in Minnesota. Minnesota took the early lead after the first quarter. Then Phoenix led into the second half with 1 point. Minnesota took the lead again, finished the third quarter with a lead, and then they finished the game with an over 10-point lead. So over to the Timberwolves. McDaniels finished with 25 points. Towns with 12. Gobert with 18. Edwards with 15. Mike Conley Jr. 18. And Nico Alexander Walker. My nose is really hurting, guys. Ow. With 10. Stats. Wow, a lot of personal fouls. 22 to 21. 19 turnovers for Phoenix Suns. All right. Yeah, that's my first talking about basketball. I have no really knowledge. I'm a bandwagoner. Support the Raptors when they're in it, but they're not in. So yeah, we're 1:11, 1 hour and 11 minutes in. Done with basketball for now. Tomorrow there is Heat versus Celtics. Boston leads 1-0. OKC leads 1-0 against the Pelicans. Game 3 is the next day. Sorry. So yeah, there's only 2 basketball games tomorrow. I want to watch the Heat and Celtics games. Shout out to Dave Portnoy for the Boston Celtics. But yeah, done with that. And we're gonna probably be done with the stream. I'll talk about the sneaker news another day. I was actually thinking of doing like unboxing and review and legit check for the Jordan 4 Military Blues because I saw someone do that and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I have the early pair. I might as well just do like a review and like legit check so people don't get scammed. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna record it. I'll probably record it tonight and post it up tomorrow. So I'll get it out as soon as possible. Probably record it tonight. Yeah, I'm a little tired, but it is what it is. Probably record it tonight, edit tomorrow, and upload it on Thursday. We'll see. Thank you guys for kicking it. Thanks to icexyz. Shout out to Mo Sneakers on Instagram. Check him out. He's got some heat. And yeah, have a great evening. Shout out to all the supporters, all the new supporters today. sickfam, everybody at Metrotown. We're over 240 subscribers now. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And Sheesh, stay sick.